What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices. Go on over to scoresandodds.com/Discord if you want to get my Discord, or just scoresandodds.com. Just go in there, get signed up, where you got picks from me, Meansy, Noda, all the greats. Plus, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. That's my Discord right here, where I'm dropping in every single one of my bets as I have hit them. Got a boatload of them today. This is going to be a short episode because I just started having water issues and have to get a hold of a darn plumber right after this. And I'm living my nightmare. So we're probably going to go pretty darn quick. Scoresandodds.com/Discord. That's where you can get the Discord if you have a Scores and Odds or RG premium membership. Just go get in there. It's that simple. We're just going to break right into things because my plumbing is pissing me off. Stanton and Donaldson, both to hit home run. It's really simple. They're over in Yankee Stadium. The weather is very good for hitting. They got a matchup versus Ashcraft. Ashcraft, not a big strikeout guy, which bodes very well for both Donaldson and Stanton, considering they are 30% strikeout rate guys, plus giving up a massive 47.9% or 47.6% hard contact to righties so far this season. 179 ISO. Just not very good versus righties. Both those guys have very good odds over at FanDuel. 390 for Donaldson, 290 for Stanton. I'm rolling with both of them. Next up, we have Swanson to hit a home run, plus 500 over at FanDuel. I don't care who he's facing. If he's a lefty, I'm hitting him at plus 500. It's just that simple. Peterson still gives up a decent amount of hard contact. Swanson has a lot of pop, done very well this season. Very good numbers going up against lefties. Lots of hard contact, decent fly ball numbers. Plus 500 is just a bad line. Keston Hiura and Willie Adames, both to hit a home run. I have Adames at plus 280, Hiura at plus 4 or 540. Just looking down here, Milwaukee going up against Widener. Widener's numbers versus righties, not very good. Can't seem to strike any of them out. Decent ISO, not many ground balls, all line drives, all fly balls, decent amount of hard contact. Looking at Hiura's numbers versus righties so far this season, 348 ISO, really like his line, but also Adames has tons and tons of power, extreme fly ball hitter, going up against a guy with decent hard contact numbers, playing over in Minnesota. The weather in Minnesota, can't remember it right off the top of my head because my head's spinning right now. Yeah, it's decent weather. I wouldn't fully trust this since it's only 79 degrees, but that's good enough for me. Wind's blowing out. I don't mind it. Cole Calhoun, Jonah Heim hit these yesterday. Didn't end up hitting, although they had a few home runs in that game. I like both of them to hit a home run. Going up against Oakland in Texas. Kaprelian, awful this season. Just absolutely terrible. 50% fly balls to righties. 36 or 38% hard contact, but both these guys are lefties. I don't mind if you go with Simeon. I don't mind if you go with Garcia. I like the numbers on Calhoun and Heim. Kaprelian's number versus lefties. 223 ISO. Doesn't strike them out at all. Lots of hard contact. Both those guys going yard. Again, sorry if I'm going through this too quick. I have way too many other things to deal with. Isn't normally like this, but of course, plumbers are a pain. A pain. Do great work, but trying to get people booked, it's like trying to deal with a darn cable company. San Diego, obviously, over in Coors Field. If Alfaro gets a spot in the lineup, absolutely love this. Plus 430 over at FanDuel. Silly odds here. My darn dog's barking. Going up against Gomber. Lots of hard contact given up this season. Look at numbers versus righties. Not a huge amount of fly balls, but Alfaro, decent fly ball hitter. Like the odds. Like it over in Coors Field. Mike Trout, one of my favorite bets on the day. If you want a safer one, plus 285 to hit a home run over at FanDuel. Mike Trout going up against Garcia. Garcia, extreme fly ball pitcher. 45% to righties. 44% hard contact rate. Still strikes him at a decent clip, but I don't care. It's Mike Trout. He's hitting a bomb. Trevor Story, this one's over at Superbook if you have that in your state. If not, it's the same over at Barstool, Bet Rivers, Twin Spires, whichever one you have. Again, sorry, I am just absolutely flying through these. I'm not in a good mood and have to deal with this very quickly. Yeah, what was I saying? Story plus 460. Looking at Trevor Story's matchup, it's going up against Kluber. Kluber is a extreme or a bit of a reverse splits guy, giving up a lot more power to righties than lefties. Doesn't have the same strikeout stuff to righties. 47% fly ball rate, 40% hard contact rate. So decent spot for a home run. Story. He's the one I like their odds. I just got an Amazon package. Hooray! Really like this bet. This was one of my turd bombs. If you haven't been following those, then we've been absolutely crushing them. 67% ROI over just over 3 weeks. So just absolutely absurd numbers on those. Justin Turner. Justin Turner playing over in St. Louis. Liberatore awful versus righties, one of the worst pitchers in the league so far this season versus righties. 50% fly ball rate, 36% hard contact rate, getting absolutely crushed going up against righties. Yeah, now I'm opening up fan graphs because, again, I'm super tilted and was dealing with this right before things started. But Justin Turner, plus 480, Caesar hit it. Last one, Cal Raleigh. Guy I bet a lot. Dude is basically the next Mike Zunino. Also plays for Seattle, which Zunino used to play for Seattle. I really like him. Leaders, pitching, trying to do 6 different things at once. Cal Raleigh, not a huge in-play guy, 30% K rate. Going up against Josiah Gray, who is extreme fly ball pitcher, 52% on the season. Almost a 300 ISO versus lefties. Cal Raleigh, 254 ISO going up against righties. Huge fly ball guy, lots of hard contact. Guy just crushes it. Last up, I have a lot of different bets in the Angels game for stolen bases. Pulling up Noah Syndergaard's numbers so far this season versus for stolen bases, fielding to standard, trying to do 7 different things at once. Pulling this over here again. 21 stolen bases on the year and 13 starts. Next closest, Sandy Alcantara, 14 stolen bases and 18 starts. No one's remote. He's basically giving it up at literally double the rate of almost every other pitcher in the league. No one's better at giving up stolen bases than Thor. So I got McCormick plus 1,200 over at Superbook. If you don't have Superbook, then just go DK it wherever it's at. You can check the scores and odds page. Just go over to the prop shopping tool. Look this up. McCormick plus 1,100 over at PointsBet. Myers plus 1,000 over at Superbook. Myers plus 900 over at PointsBet. So if you have PointsBet in your state, looks like they have the second best odds. Altuve plus 440. Plus 390 over at PointsBet. I'll still take that. Tucker plus 350. Tucker over at PointsBet plus 340. I'd still take that. Pena plus 680. Plus 600 over at PointsBet. I'd still take that. So just bet him everywhere. Also, Ohtani plus 1,200 over at Superbook. Plus 1,100 over at PointsBet. So bet all these at PointsBet if you don't have Superbook. That's it. Under 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I've got much else to do. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see all the bets even clearer. You can pause the screenshot on the YouTube, and you can figure out all these things. There's my bets. Here's from yesterday. We're absolutely crushing. Just continue to crush. Went like 2-5 yesterday, even though I would have won a lot more had stupid Barstool let me put more than $22.95 on Grichuk to hit a home run. But things happen. We're at a 13% ROI on the month. That's it, guys. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. See you, kids.